All right, what's up, people? Rhyming. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful Thursday. Yeah, that's right. I'm making the video not on a Sunday night, not on a Monday after, but on a Thursday. Because I don't plan on coming back out here. And, you know, the weather be shit sometimes. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cold. Usually it's cold and sunny, but today, it's a good mix of sunny with warm. All right, so perspectives. I think I made a video about this a long time ago. Perspectives. And you see I got that nice perspective in the background. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Perspectives. How you see things. I tend to try to see things in a positive way. I try. And that's why I get these kind of videos. Because I would like for people to catch some positive vibes. But the other day when I was working on the video and it wouldn't go up, and I tried, and you know, you saw that video. It's kind of like, but that's just what it is. I don't make videos like that, but I want to be timely with it, and that's why I'm making this on a Thursday, so I could at least, you know, prep and do all that stuff. And if it does mess up, which it probably won't, since I have so much time in advance, I have some leeway. So let me show you my hood real quick. You getting dizzy? You getting dizzy? All right. So perspectives, preparation. I like this view too. I love this sunlight right here. Oh yeah. All right. So now I'm talking about preparation, but I didn't prepare for this video. It's really off the cuff. Actually, I was just walking up here. I wasn't really thinking anything. Usually I think about what I'm gonna talk about for a couple of hours, and then I make the video like that. But I don't. So let me start with the last videos. Let's see what I remember. Well, I didn't email him back. But I think Chris said he wants to be a model. Okay, cool. Email me or send me your email and we'll, I don't know, shoot some portraits. All right, Newt. I don't think you're I don't know what you are. I know you're a human. It doesn't really matter your size, color, and all that. You're a human. With that being said, Donald Trump is a troll, and he's a rich billionaire, so it doesn't really matter your economic status. You could be what you be. But with all that being said, I do have respect. Well, I try. I do have respect for the people who watch me, and I try. I'm looking for it. I try to treat them how I want them to treat me. So I try not to assume the worst. I know everyone's entitled to their opinions. I don't really want to hear people's opinions, but I know they're entitled. And I try to wait. And that's kind of what, you know, most people, actually, I won't even get into that. Okay. So, I forget her name. But she was saying you can't start a thought and then stop it. I do. Because you know the expression, if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. I was doing that all my life. Then people started saying, why don't you say what's on your mind? Why don't you say what's your mind? Don't give a fuck what people, and that's what they're saying. And then I say what's on my mind to those people, and then they don't talk to me anymore. Like, why you gotta go and say that for? I kid you not. And it was really tough at business school, because they would say it all the time. Matthew, why don't you just say what you feel? And I touched on this before. Go with your heart. Right now, my heart is saying, I want what's in your pocket. Let me run that pocket. Actually, I never did that. In high school, someone tried to do that to me, but I gave them a look. But the look didn't do much because high school's high school. But I think I told this story, but my brother's friend said, are you messing with so-and-so's little brother? Don't do that. And then the guy walked away. But yeah, the look wasn't working in high school, but now it kind of. So yeah, do what you want, go with your heart. I don't get that. I don't get that. I understand you should go with your passion. I understand you should try things, but I just just don't get it. Maybe some of you guys can clarify that for me. Because I'll give you some examples. I met a guy. I was in Roppongi, and I was walking. It was a black guy. I put this video up, and you probably could find it if you look really hard. I put the video up. I was there, and the guy's like, "Hey man, I need money to eat." And I happen to have money in my pocket. I don't walk around with no money. And he's like, "I came out to Japan without a plan, and now I'm stuck here. Where you stay?" He didn't say it like that, but if he did rap, and that's what he. So he's like, "I have no money. I can't get back to my home country. I'm down." And actually, I heard this story a lot of times, and then people might come and contact me or come in contact with me, and I don't feel sympathy. If you didn't have a plan, then I don't understand. Now, I do understand if you don't have a plan, but at least be a man to lie there where you stand. I'm trying to make a rhyme. That's what I do all the time. Let me stop. All right. So make your bed and lay in it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So you see the brand here, right? When I first got it, or I first started making shirts, I spent a paycheck and a half. That means my rent money and the future rent money. Because I thought, and I'm trying to tie this all together. It's another ramble. But I thought the people who were watching me at that time would support in mass, which means I would sell out, and then I would restock, and I would sell out. But what had happened was no one bought my merchandise. I was stuck with a box for that month, a box of goods that no one bought. And then when the landlord said, "It's time for you to pay up," I had to tell him, I don't got the money. Can I pay you next month? Double. And he shook his head and he says, "Stupid foreigners." Well, he didn't say that, and if he did, he said foreigners, really weird. But I'm sure he thought that, because this is his business. He got to pay people, and I'm messing up his business. Now, for the rest of that month, I didn't have money to get a train to school, so I had to walk. It was like on a train ride, it's like 25 minutes. Walking is like an hour. So I would get up early and walk to school. I didn't have anything to eat, so I would take at my lunch at my school. We get sometimes we get ramen in a bag or pasta in a bag, and then you just warm it up and put the warm pasta in the meat sauce or in the whatever flavored sauce. So I would take those bags and go home and warm it up and eat flavorless ramen or flavorless pasta. I would go to the department stores and look for the free food and get the samples. Now, you could go through all those videos. You won't find any videos of me complaining and begging and I made that choice. And I laid in my bed, and every night I would look over at the box of merchandise and say, "Well, I got my own brand of clothes that no one bought." Well, I wasn't so cheerful, but I didn't reach out. Now maybe there is a time when you should reach out to people, but I strongly believe if you make your bed, lay in it. So I laid in my bed with a hungry stomach, and I said to myself, I'll never let this happen again. And it hasn't. And that's why I went to business school, so I could learn how business works. And basically, day one of business school, I learned what I did wrong. Well, I learned a lot of stuff. But one thing I did was working capital. I didn't know what working capital was. Basically, it taught, let's see if I can do this quickly. One shirt costs $10. It costs $10 to ship it. I know, that's messed up. I'm in Japan, right? So how much is your profit? $0. $10 to make, $10 to ship. So if you sold it for 10, so you gotta mark it up. Say it's 20. So you got a $10 profit after your expenses, your cogs. So that was messed up. I didn't think it through that way. I just made a shirt for whatever they charged, and I was selling it. Free shipping, because I was trying to be like Amazon. And then And then all the money was going into PayPal. This was before PayPal had little credit cards. So my money's in PayPal. People were buying. I make it seem like no one bought, but they weren't buying in masses. So long story short, all of my money got tied up into PayPal, and I had no money to get new products, and I had no money to ship the current products that people were asking for, they were buying. But day one of business school, I learned that. Now, some of you might say, duh. And when I tell these stories, people always give me that duh face. Well, of course, that's... But I don't see anybody ever doing the shit I'm doing while I'm doing it. You know, I got the headphones. I'll tell you that story in another video. But it'd been great if Dr. Dre was my friend, or any other person who made headphones. Like, listen, man, you gotta... But yeah. But I say all of that just to say it's a learning experience. And I learned. And it ain't gonna happen to me again. But now I'm really hesitant to launch or do these things. I tried once. Actually, I tried many times. I could tell you college stories and high school stories, even in elementary stories where... Actually, let me give you one quick one, because I got to get to where I'm going and the sun's going to set. All right. When I was in elementary, my dad gave me $15 for lunch. I was balling, right? And I would go to lunch and not eat. So every week I get $15, 15, 30, 45, 60. And then I would save up that $60 and buy something big for a 7-year-old. So I saved up my money and I got like an $80 watch, Timex, with a little calculator on it. And I put the receipt in a drawer. I don't know why I did. So then my parents found the receipt, they saw the watch, and they said, where'd you get all that money for your watch? And I said, I saved my lunch money and saved. He said, you're not eating? I said, nah, I wanted this watch. So this has been a thing for me for, like, you know, a little bit of pain, and then you can get what you want. So when people are complaining about their circumstances because they didn't have a plan, well, plan to not have, and then, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. Hopefully it goes up on Monday. Might go up early. You might get many videos. I might start posting videos all the time when I get inspired, but probably not. We're sticking with the Monday schedule. All right, thank you for watching. Like it if you like it. Thumb down if you want to be a clown. So you thumb down, you're a clown. And that's it. All right.